Wait a minute, this guy's not Tom Merrick. No, but I'm still good. I have the coffee. I do handstands, and in all seriousness, I've been doing calisthenics for a few years, and today we are going to draw that thumbnail that you saw and answer some of your questions. Well, actually not your questions, Reddit's our bodyweight fitness questions, because I don't have any questions from you guys. But before we get into doing that, I need your help in telling me which one of these pictures that I picked. Yeah, I know you already know, you smug bastard. So just yell at the screen so I know which one I picked. I think we're gonna go with these one. I took just some of my favorite Tom faces and just shamelessly stole his thumbnails, more likely. Just to be clear, I am not a professional artist in the least. I like digital art. I have not spent that much time doing it, but I had so much fun making the channel icon for this channel that I really wanted to do it again, and I figured I might as well draw Tom while I do it. So let's get into the first question from Reddit. Grow chest from home. Hi, I'm doing body weight exercises for a year now, and I feel like my chest isn't really growing anymore. I have one day where it'll work out my chest a week, and another day where chest is a supporting muscle. Do you have any tips for the best exercise for chest growth? I feel most 10-min chest workout, no equipment videos on YouTube really aren't helping, but I may be wrong with that. So there is one thing that I love for chest development, and that is using rings for your push-ups. Something about getting that contraction at the top. It's similar to doing like a fly, but it's at the end of your push-up. So you do that, just like squeeze, gives you a really good chest pump, and it's also not super hard compared to the regular push-up, but not super easy. So I'm going to tell this guy, cool stuff. All right, let's get into this drawing. All right, we have a somewhat scary looking Tom at this point. Please excuse my computer turning into a literal jet engine. It cannot handle Illustrator and OBS and Audacity all open at the same time. But now it is time for another Reddit question. What does the Reddit have in store for us? What do you think they have? Do you shave your body hair with so many blood vessels? It scares me. Here's a good one. How to train your back without pull-ups. I can't do pull-ups right now because I don't have a pull-up bar. What exercises are good for the back? A lot of people are stuck at home right now without any pulling equipment. What I would do if I were you is find a table to do rows under, or put a towel in a door and use that as kind of like a TRX strap, and you could pull against that. It's very similar to doing like ring rows. If you're really advanced, you could do things like dragon presses, which is basically a dragon flying, but your hands are at your waist and you're pressing up. That's what I would do if I didn't have a pull-up bar and I just wanted to get crazy yoked with like my front lever pulling strength. So let's tell this guy what is up. Alright, glad we helped that person out. They totally needed that. Now back to Tom. Hopefully he gets a little bit less scary here because it's looking a little grim right now. Not too bad, but not super beautiful yet. I'll get you there, Tom. You just wait, okay? Okay, we have my computer still being a jet engine, but somewhat of a Tom-looking Tom picture here. But let's get on to another Reddit question. How to recover better. I was wondering if there's anything I could do to make my muscles heal more effectively. I'm a farmer, so it's not uncommon for my work to cause muscle soreness. This has been seriously affecting my training. I've had to take this entire week off. I got a set of rings for Christmas and I really want to use them. How do you all rest and recover? I'd appreciate any tips. Recovery is tough, especially if you're like this guy and you're doing a lot of other than working out. Stretching is actually pretty good, some light foam rolling, and I actually like to take walks, even if I'm somewhat sore, even in my legs. Something about it kind of helps me get some of that lactic acid out and makes me feel a little bit less sore the next day. Let's tell this guy what's up. Posted up. Cool, so we're just about done with all the line work for Tom here. I need to clean up some of the lines, but then we will be on to coloring very shortly. Then it's shading and we're done. So maybe just one more question. I'm honestly trying to get this over with pretty soon because I need to eat at some point and it's getting pretty dark. So Tom, you're gonna get a fast treatment of drawing for the rest of this. Alright, we have Pale Tom and it only took Illustrator crashing 3 times. Yep, 3 times, thanks. So this is probably going to be our last question from the Reddit because we're just about done here. I think we just need to fill in some of these colors and finish off the shading. So let's make this one maybe a good one or maybe a bad one. You know, why not end on a bad note? Sometimes life sucks. So, what have we got? Are chin-ups so much different than pull-ups? I've been doing strength chin-up routine for a while, and when I do pull-ups, they seem harder than chin-ups. Is there any problem or any changes if my goal is front lever and one arm pull-up? So, I've had plenty of experience with chin-ups and pull-ups. I love pulling. But I would say that you're going to get good at whatever you're doing. I used to be better at doing chin-ups than I was pull-ups just because that's all I would do. I would do weighted chin-ups. And when I tried to test my weighted pull-up max, it was always like 10, 20 pounds lighter than my chin-up. And I always thought, well, it's got to be easier. Now I do only weighted pull-ups and my chin-ups feel harder. If you saw my last video, you've seen the clip of me doing a one-arm pull-up. That is something that I had never really tried before. It was always a chin-up grip, and for some reason I am stronger in pull-ups now. So, long story short, you're gonna be better at whatever you specifically train more. And that's just it. I don't think there's gonna be much of a difference in carryover, just being pronated to supinated. Especially with front lever, I haven't noticed any difference. So let's tell them that. Alright, next time I pop back in, we will have a finished Tom. How's he looking? He's looking okay. He's a little pale, which I think is a little appropriate. No offense. But I think the shading is going to bring out a lot of depth. All right, enough talking. Let's get back into it. And I will get you a finished Tom shortly. All right, we are finished with our Tom drawing. I think it turned out pretty good. A little off. Again, I'm not a professional by any means, but I think it looks pretty good. If you made it this far, you should really suggest what calisthenics YouTuber I should do next, or even if you just didn't like this, or if you did like it. I'm interested to know. It is pretty fun to do these, but it definitely takes up a good little chunk of time to do. But thanks so much for watching. Expect some more stuff from me in the future, and since you stayed this long, you get to see a sneak peek at the next project. This is a 3D printed part. So are these. That might give you an indication of what's coming up next. So, I hope you have a good day. Good luck on your training, and I'll see you later. Peace.